Hi, I'm Whitney March, and this week I'm in Fort Myers, Florida, and we will be fishing for snook. I've heard of snooker. I think that's a game played on a pool table, and snookered meaning cheated or left with no options. I know that snookums is a term of endearment. Maybe snook is the past tense of sneak. But a fish called snook, what's that about? If you want to find out about snook, stay tuned and we will find out together. See you there, snookums. Yay! Hi guys.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Doing good.
Woo.
Welcome aboard.
Hi, I'm Whitney.
Whitney, Captain Chris Rush.
Hi, Chris.
My wife.
Captain Lacey.
Hi, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So what are we doing today?
Well, you know, we're gonna try to warm up first of all. You know, it's a little cool this morning. But I
Oh,
think,
beautiful weather.
I know.
For
We're
me.
kind of complaining here, but as the sun comes up, I think we're gonna have a good chance at some nice snooks. And
Excellent.
maybe some redfish, and it'll be a nice day.
All right.
We got the bait taken care of. The sun's up, so we'll see if we can get them.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, Whitney, this morning before you all showed up, this is what we were doing. This is what us fishing guides do before the sun comes up, and that's why I have a little bit more water on me than you do. We're out here catching these nice pilchers, these nice shiners, these white baits, what they're called. The snooks really like them. Like I said, once the water warms up, I think we're lucky. These fish are gonna really like to eat them today.
Good.
Yeah, we got a nice well full of them.
Cool. They're big.
Actually 3 wells full. You know, these brand new 24 Ranger bait boats have 3 live wells, so we got enough bait to fish for 2 days if we have to.
Well, let's catch so many fish.
Yeah.
How about that?
Hopefully it won't take us 2 days. Hopefully
That's right,
take
yes.
us just 1 day, but we got the bait if we need it. A couple different baits we have this morning. You can see the difference between the two. This is called the scaled sardine on the right. They have a lot larger scales on them. This is the threadfin herring. They have a lot smaller scales, and they have this long thread that comes off their back. Cool. These baits work as well, but they die a lot quicker in the live well. So these are more prized baits. This is a lot hardier, and they got a lot thicker back, so you can cast them a lot farther. So yeah. So we'll give these to the pelicans here since they're a little wounded. My friends here, they're the lucky guys at the end of the day when we come back and get all the leftover bait.
I've never seen those so close.
Oh yeah? There we go.
Oh my gosh, they're huge.
Here we go, guys.
Wow.
Are we gonna catch any snooks today? Yeah, I think they said we are.
Oh, that's a yes. Awesome. Oh my, I don't have anything for you. Please don't attack me.
Yeah.
Big birds, and they're all staring at me.
Yeah, I think today it's going to be such a beautiful day. No clouds, bright sun. I think by noontime the water is definitely going to warm up a couple degrees, and I think we're gonna get on them. The unfortunate thing is the best fishing spot that I have today is about an hour and 10-15 minutes away. So we're going to kind of work our way toward that spot and see what we can come up with, but the guaranteed ace in the hole is an hour and 15 minutes away.
Gotcha.
So we're going that way today. Hopefully those fish will be biting.
All right. Well, I see that we are using live bait. Would you ever use artificial bait for this?
You know, we do. We use artificials a lot, and some people actually on our charters prefer to use artificial baits, which is a lot more, I guess, involved way of fishing. There's not much waiting around. It's a lot more active, a lot more casting. But you ask anybody, you're always going to catch more bigger fish on live bait.
Right.
I hate to say it, but it's the truth. So we're going to be using the big giant white baits today, the big shiners. So.
Cool. All right. What kind of artificial bait would you use?
We use a lot of soft plastics. The Berkeley gulps have been doing great. The artificial shrimp, the twitch baits, kind of imitating the shiners that we're using, work really well. But
the exudes we were using the other day, the exude baits.
She loves fishing topwater plugs.
Yeah, I'm a topwater person.
Nice.
Yeah, I like the action, you know, the explosion on the surface. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a neat when a snook is kind of like a largemouth bass of saltwater. They eat a lot of the same baits, a lot of the same way. They love topwater baits. They hit real hard, they run real fast. They're a fun fish.
Fun fish. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
All right.
Lots of fun fish. Let's do it.
No problem. All right, Whitney, this spot where this drop-off is, this is where the fish are going to be, right on where that white area meets the black. That's the drop-off, and we're going to try to keep our baits today up on the white, let them swim out toward the dark area. That's where you should get bit.
So why do they like shallow water structure?
They're food for a lot of the predator fish out there, a lot of the porpoises, a lot of the sharks that are very abundant in this deeper water like to prey upon them. So they're going to be usually always be around structure on, you know, close to deep water but close to shallow water. They can get out of that deeper water away from the predators. Unlike when you're fishing an artificial, Whitney, where you need to throw it out there and be reeling it and actively jigging the rod to get the bait to move and look alive. These live baits have a lot of movement, and what you're trying to do is let them swim around and look as natural as possible without reeling, without moving them. These snook are very smart when it comes to seeing something unnatural. If they see a hook in the bait or it doesn't look just right, they're not going to eat it. So you want to make sure that when we cast out there today, we're going to pitch the bait out there, that you're going to keep a tight enough line to feel what the bait's doing, but not so tight that you're actually pulling the bait out of the strike zone or making that bait look unnatural.
Come on, come on. Yes, yes. Leave it to the old lady.
Hey, I think I got
She's still messing with you.
Come on!
And this is what you call a ladyfish.
Hey! Cool. He still didn't eat the fish. He just got the hook.
Yeah. Sure. They do make a mess.
Do they? Why?
They squirt.
They squirt.
There you go.
Cool.
Nice little lady. Say hello to the lady.
Bye bye, lady.
All right, guys, get your baits ready. Those 3 or 4 real black spots laying out in the sun there, those are all big female snooks laying right on that drop off. And the way the tide's going from left to right, you're going to want to throw past the fish up current and then reel your bait back to them. So you're going to want to throw where my hand's pointing
Okay.
right here. Throw up at the shadow and then reel and just let your bait swing to them.
Okay.
They're just laying up there trying to get warm. So throw your bait up to them and let the bait swim up to the fish. Go ahead and pitch it right up there.
I actually do see them.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hey there. I got something.
You got something.
I got something. Yeah. Come here. Oh, you let go.
Yeah.
I saw you.
You know why I let go? Is because he was about as big as the bait.
Yeah, probably so. So, Lacey, how long have you been doing this chartering business?
Well, this has actually been my 3rd tarpon season, so really getting used to the whole charter fishing thing. Being out with customers is certainly a fun thing, but time that you have to be really aware and on the ball and thinking about all your surroundings and where all the fish are at, you know.
Yeah, I can't imagine having so much knowledge of where all these fish are.
There's certainly always room to learn. Always room to learn. You know, whether you're a novice or an expert angler, there's definitely a learning curve that you get as a novice angler. But I would say that there's never a tip or technique that you don't want to take in and try yourself.
Absolutely. Did you grow up fishing?
I did. My family is from this area, from Fort Myers, 4th generation Fort Myers. So we've been definitely the hunter-gatherers and kind of lived off the land around here and really kind of eat everything. We like all different types and species of fish.
I like
mullet.
to eat too, let me tell you. Not just fish, everything you put in front of me, I'll probably consume it.
a good cast to him.
Get
See how we
him.
cast past him right there? And reel it back. Here, hold this rod right here. Okay, reel your line just a little bit. Reel your line. That's it. Looking at it. Reel your line. He's on it. There goes the left. Spooked from it. Well, kind of like the last place, we're going to go along here and try to sight cast to him, but this time we're going to try to catch one.
Okay. That's always fun.
The tide's been slack, it's been a little cool, now things are getting warmer, the tide's starting to come in, and I
loving
think
this weather.
that we're going to have a little more success as this day goes on. It's really turning out to be nice. Yeah, Whitney, a lot of people prefer this kind of fishing as opposed to bottom fishing or just, sitting out on a river with a popping cork and a worm waiting for a bite. Here it's really an evolved way. We're hunting for them, we're looking for them, we're trying to spot the fish before we actually cast to them.
Yeah, since the water's so clear, you can just see right where they're
you can really
swimming.
You can really see, and the fish we're fishing for, the snook, they have a pretty wide back. The bigger fish, they don't get very long, they start getting fatter, and they get a real nice wide back, which helps us spot them. This is a little deep hole in the mouth of this little creek right here. So throw your bait up along the mangroves and just let it drift back in this creek here. Be ready for a bite. It could happen anywhere, even out in the open in this particular spot because it's a little bit deeper than where we had been fishing. So
I'm ready.
Go up there next to my lovely bride and chunk her up there. See what you can do.
Will do.
The day started out chilly and windy, but by noon it was getting toasty and the wind dropped.
Just a tan. No burns.
This was one tough day of fishing. Every place we went, we saw the fish. We threw the baits to the fish and they ignored them. Very frustrating.
So I heard you on the phone talking to one of your buddies down the way. What do you have to say?
I really thought it was you and my wife, I think I was the fisherman more than the guide, why the fish weren't biting, but, from what I've been hearing, the stories I've been hearing from the other guys, it's a tough day so far. So
it's the day,
It's the day. It's not the anglers,
Nobody's hungry today. I don't understand.
Yeah, it could be worse, though. I could be on the boat with a bunch of dudes, on a charter, but at least I got a couple of women fishing today, so it's not all that bad.
All right, plan F. We're by this railroad now. It's gonna happen. I feel it. I feel it in my bones, and I feel it in my sunburn. We're gonna get one. Okay, we got the in between the legs technique, and gotcha. Stop. Okay. Do this. Watch me go. Maybe.
We fished for about 8 hours before Lacey finally hooked up with our first snook.
I knew my lady had it.
She's the only one that caught a fish today. Oh yeah!
This little guy.
Woo!
There's our little snooky.
Everybody, show me what a snook looks like.
Isn't he pretty? The lines down his side right there.
Yeah.
They got that nice golden color when they're up the Caloosahatchee River right there. It's really neat, but that's a nice snook right there, baby.
Yeah.
They get a little bigger than this, but that was good.
He hit like he was a monster.
He did?
Yeah.
I'll show you something real neat here about the snook
What's
that
up?
you see why we're using the leaders today with the braided line.
Yeah.
Is snooks are known to have a real sharp gill plate. You see that real sharp edge right there? It's almost like a razor blade. You never want to grab them by the head, else they'll cut your hand.
Yeah.
And they got nice, just like a largemouth bass, the mouth there.
Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like.
But
Cool. Hey, look, he's got a little tongue.
Yeah.
Can you let her suck on his
What do you say we get a bigger one?
I'm not a very good dancer.
Me neither.
Nervous. Got a nervous bait here. That's what the nice thing about these live baits are. They always tell you before they get by it. When you feel it, tap, 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 tap.
They give you a little warning.
Yep, you get ready because you know he's getting his tail sniffed by something.
Okay, so we've gone to plan A, plan B, plan F, all the way to plan S is where we're heading on right now.
But I feel good about S. I feel really, really good
If he feels good,
about
I
S.
feel good. So let's try this one out.
In this business, you can go from a 0 to a hero real fast.
Real quick.
All of a sudden, you'll think I'm the greatest snook fisherman you've ever fished with again.
Oh, yeah!
There you go. Good job, girl. Good job, girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice
Yeah! Oh, that's what I'm talking about!
It's a good fish. Nice and easy.
Yes!
Got him
Oh,
out
it's a
there.
good one.
Good job, Lacey.
Nice. Yes.
Good move, crew. Good move, crew.
Go ahead and cast
No,
back
that's
up.
all right.
Okay.
Let's get this fish in right here. I think her bait's dead anyways. It's a nice fish. Pull him right up here. Hey, Whitney.
Yeah.
That's what a snook looks like.
Hey!
See that?
That's a snook! Big fish!
You around the dock?
Almost to the piling.
Front, Lacey, front.
Piling.
On the dock. Nice and steady. Okay, what we're gonna do here is
Big fish.
he's coming around the dock.
He's out.
Nice and steady, nice and steady, nice and steady. Yeah, there he is. We got him out. Nice and good job, baby.
Good job.
This is the
He's
one.
better.
Oh yeah, it's a big one. You did good. Very well done. Oh, he's a real nice fish.
It's funny, out of all the hundreds of snook that I've caught, you know, I still get so excited, you know. I would too. Like a little kid in the candy store.
Absolutely.
He's a lot bigger than those other ones.
Oh yeah. Good one.
That's
what we're talking about.
There you go.
The bite is on. The heat is on.
Open your mouth. Look, see how mean they are? Look at that.
He's
That's a
little
good
trick.
fish there, huh?
Good job.
Come here, Lace. Come here.
Oh, nice.
I'll even get in the picture with one like that, huh?
Right, yeah.
That's a good fish right there. They're getting bigger, guys.
When you release them, they'll actually suck your
See him
thumb.
right here?
When
Oh,
you,
he's giving me
when
a
you
kiss.
pulled them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Look.
But they don't have teeth.
No
No,
teeth.
no.
Oh gosh.
Pull him out of there. Pull him out of there.
Yay! Come on, come on, come on, come on.
There you go. Keep pulling. You're doing a good job. You're pumping them in there good. Okay, you got them out from the dock, so just nice and easy. There you go.
Yeah.
Nice and steady.
Yeah, finally.
You're doing good. You're doing good. And now that he's out from the dock, do
Uh-huh.
that jump. Great jump. Now that he's out from the dock, just keep the pressure tight.
Nice. Oh, he's on right now. Yeah. Yeah.
Take them off. Nice and tight. There you go.
I got one.
Good job, Whitney.
Yay!
How do you like him?
I like you.
And he's the big one of the day.
Yes.
Huh?
Finally.
Ain't he pretty?
Yes.
Got some great color to him.
Awesome.
Look at that nice
Oh
fish
my
there.
gosh.
You gonna hold him?
Yes, he's
There
gonna
you
flop
go.
all over this place. You
Oh,
keep
I got
holding
him.
on.
I got him for you. There you go.
Awesome.
That's my my girl.
How long do you think
I
this
told
one
you
is?
number S spot was gonna be
S
the spot,
is the
right?
place. Absolutely. You were so right. Oh,
And you questioned your guy.
I never questioned you.
That's a real nice fish. What do you say
Awesome.
we get this bad boy back in and get another one, huh?
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Yay! Let's see, right here.
There he goes.
I want me a 44-incher.
Hey, I want you to get one too.
Do they come that size?
Yes.
And they're in this channel right now.
Nice.
Susan's on! Susan's on! Yes! Yeah! Oh! Yeah! Yeah, girl.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Hey. Oh, she got time to get splashed.
Oh, the sun going down. Good job. My ladies are coming through. Big way down here. Look at that.
You've been fishing for 10 minutes and you get one.
That would be my Aunt Suzo. She's kind of awesome. And she is one of the main people in this production. And she just caught a fish in 10 minutes. I've been fishing for 7 hours and she got one that quick. When you're good, you're good.
Hard work.
Yes, that
1,
was
2,
very...
3 team.
Yeah.
Gosh, thank you guys so
Hey,
much. That was
problem.
awesome. That was absolutely great.
Hey,
it took to
was
Plan
my
S,
pleasure.
but you know what? We got them.
Yeah.
And that's what matters.
Just don't ask for Plan S next time that you come
Yes,
down.
ma'am.
First off.
B or C, you know, that's what we're
Okay.
gonna do next time. But it was fun, you know, we had a good time.
Yes, and it
You
was
guys had a
so
lot of
beautiful
patience.
out
I
here.
appreciate that. We
Oh, it's
put in our
fun.
time, and I think it was worth it.
Yes, absolutely. That was so exhilarating. I loved that. Thank you.
That was nice. No problem, no problem. Well, we put a lot of miles on the Ranger bait boat, but it was worth it, you know. Fortunately, we
held
had
up
a
good.
big fuel tank and we could go a long way because we
That's right.
needed it today, you know. So
Big fuel tank and 3 live wells.
yeah, we needed lots of bait and lots of gas today. But
That's for sure.